All right, so it is Monday. They made some course changes this morning that we didn't get the memo on, but they're moving the course. So actually impound for lanes 2 and 3 or tracks 2 and 3, they got in at 8, they're leaving at 9. So they're coming out now. We're not allowed to touch the car until 9, and then we're supposed to be on the track around 10. We were here at 6:30 thinking we had 6:30 to 7:30, and we hung out in the pits, and we get 1 hour to mess with the car before it's time to run. Or before we get up to the lanes there. So lane 1, like I said, it's gonna be a fresh salt. Wait for that to get moved over, and hey, make sure everything's good. Everything was good when we left here yesterday. Hopefully everything's still good, and we'll get out there.
So here we are, we're in impound. We have an hour to work on our junk before we go out and get in line, go out to the course that we ran on before. Basically, when we come here, one of the things that we have a lot of people that want to volunteer and help, and you want to give them an opportunity. So what we're doing right now is we're checking tire pressures. We're running 80 in the back and 50 in the front. So pretty high, but it gives you a really small contact patch so that all the weight of this car is on a very small area, and it gives us good traction down course, and that's what we're after. So not a lot to do this morning. We kind of ran through everything yesterday, threw some plugs in it when we had our time. We had 4 hours yesterday. We got this hour this morning, and most of this is going to end up just sitting here doing nothing, waiting to go to the starting line. So that's our story. As you look at Speed Week, and not Speed Day, because traditionally everybody's in a wrapped up hurry, and the answer is this Speed Week. You have a week to get this done. Our reality is we have a lot of shit to do in a week, so frankly, there's a lot of hurry up and wait, and the hurry up and wait's not a bad thing. So yeah, it's all good.
They came over and they're talking about the trim, a Z28 versus a non-Z28, to where down there Z28, it's got chrome around the doors. This doesn't. It's only got some chrome on the back of the doors. And so they just need confirmation that the chrome is not removed and it was on here at one time or supposed to be on here. So Keith obviously knows the car forever and knows that it didn't have the chrome around the doors. So now it's just providing them factual information so that they know that. And I guess that's how meticulous some of the different stuff is as far as like what the car has versus what it doesn't have, and I mean all of those items to make sure that it qualifies for the class. So it's actually cool that they're over like double checking that stuff, because hey, you want to make sure everybody's legit, that it's the way the car came. So and that's the deal. Like what we're running different is Alex ran the car in a completely different class last year. So it had block offs on the grille, on the headlights, and basically on the whole front of the car. It ran a different wing on the back. So we have to run the stock tail spoiler or whatever that the car had from the factory. We can't run the aftermarket wing like Alex ran last year. And that's with what Keith said, and I mean, Keith would do a better job explaining, but this car fits multiple different classes based on the configuration. You cover the front, different wing on the back, that's a different class. Something with a belly pan fits it into another class. Like lots of different stuff there where it's got flexibility to be in different things, and that's what's kind of cool, because I mean, we're not running on Alex's record from last year. We're actually not running on any record that anyone has, like that's ran the car before, ever set. It's a completely unique one. So. And same as like we're in B engine class, you actually have another Camaro just like this is running in A engine class. So they're above 430 cubes. We're below 430 cubes. When we swap to the other engine for Dave, that is below 370 cubes. So that would put him in the C engine class. So like literally you got, I mean, maybe the A, B, and C record all gets reset. Hopefully this week with the red Camaro down there resetting the A record, us in the B class resetting the B record, and then Dave resetting the C record. And I mean, I know ours was from 2010. I think Dave's record is that he's going after is from 2008 or 2004. I'm not sure when the A record was set, but just cool stuff.
We're going to use 2 lanes up here. There's a lot of people in line, 3 stage, but they've made a room for us to just slide up into the starting line. Everybody gets to the front of the line. Anybody that's not ready, we will be pushing vehicles around you. So if you're not ready, please be kind to this racer behind you that's all suited up, ready to go, and let them run in front of you.
I don't care who you are, how many times you've done this, it is always very nervous, you know? And the key is, this is not that big a deal. It's not our, we can make another pass today. It's no big, we can always do this over again. It's easy. So, but it's nerve-wracking, clearly, especially when you qualify.
Moment of truth. Get suited up, get in there. Hopefully can back up the qualifier that we did yesterday. Get this thing put to bed and yeah, celebrate.
It's really about what the course will give us, you know? We'll see. So just take it easy and do exactly what you did yesterday. Exactly. I'm going to go ahead and push it forward a little bit as they get ready. Okay, you're good? All right, my friend, again, we're good. This mess isn't that important. We can make another one. I prefer not to, but we can. All right, Tom, do it.
At the floor.
That's so tough to do. All right.
Good job, boys.
back to impound.
You guys made record.
Yeah, we just set the record. Now what we have to do is certify the car, certify the engine. So that takes pulling the valve covers, pulling a couple of rockers, whatever they pick. They'll usually let us pick our cylinder, so whatever the easiest cylinder is, and they'll pump the engine with a pump, and it measures up X amount, like 355 is the number on the gauge. Well, it's 55 cubic inches. They multiply that by 8, and they come up with the size of the engine.
So we did it. Made it. Backed up our run from yesterday. It definitely was a little slower, but hey, either way, like we had plenty of wiggle room in the record, so we got that, and now we're in tech. We got to get it certified. But hey, our part's over on there. Now it's just make sure. I think they're going to pump the engine, make sure cubic inches are under 430 for the class that we're in. And it's funny because we're in B, just set the record there. The red Camaro, basically same Camaro with a big block in it, bigger engine. They just set the record in A. So you got A, B, and then hopefully we do an engine swap, everything. Dave sets the record in C. So literally in our class, which is CBGC, I can't tell you what that stands for, but it's got gas and it's got coupe and stuff like that. But either way, could reset all those records for A, B, and C or whatever. I mean, this week, which is awesome. But I just can't explain like how cool it is. And I can't thank the Turks enough for the use of the car and being able to take it out here, put the drivetrain in it. Thanks, Keith and Tonya. And obviously all the sponsors. I mean, Goodyear, Scat, AFR, XS Power, Vortec, Racetech, Crowler, Iski, PowerMaster. Literally, we got off-the-shelf parts, bolted it all together, and brought it to Bonneville and set a record. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I mean, you dream about, well, I won't even say you dream about it. Like, you read about Bonneville when you're a kid and you realize the epicness of it. I mean, I don't know that there's another race anywhere that has, in the world, that has the aura of Bonneville. I mean, it's probably the greatest race on earth. And to read about that, and then now actually have the opportunity to come here and get my license passes done, qualify for a record yesterday, and then back the record up today, I just can't describe it. I mean, it's a huge check mark off a bucket list that, I mean, my first bucket list was coming here. Well, I came here for the first time with a car and got my license passes done, set a record. It's just awesome. Can't say anything more about it. And we get through here, and then you get the aura of the red hat. So you earn that red hat, and that's a lifetime member in the 200 mile an hour club at Bonneville, which I don't know how many people are in that club, but it's a dream for everyone, and a small percentage of people get to be there, and we made it.
Yeah, it takes that bolts out probably right down there.
Someone crank it.
Ready?
They said there is free steak. I'll take mine medium rare.
And a baked potato?
Oh yeah.
All right. Is this the gentleman?
This is Tom Bailey.
What's his name?
Tom.
Nice to meet you, Tom.
You too.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Buddy, you know how much that means to me, right?
Oh yeah, it means a lot to me. Thank you. So it's official.
You
Getting
are
the two club.
officially a 200
Thanks,
mile an hour club
Keith.
member.
Thanks, Tonya. All right, pretty incredible day. It is 5:15. After I got my license run, everything got done, certified. I got my fancy 200 mile per hour member stuff. Came back, adjusted the seat for Dave. We went over to the short course. We were able to hot lap 3 runs. Dave was able to get all 3 of his license passes, so he's all the way up to B with it, with the engine I was running. So now, back to the pits. They shut the gate here at 8 o'clock, so we have until 8 o'clock to work on the engine swap. We got to take that engine out, get the other engine that's in the back of John's truck in it. This was a 417. That's a, John, what's the cubic inches on that?
347.
347. So get a 347 in there. The cutoff I learned today is 373. So this would be the above 373, less than 430, so B class. That is C class, less than 373, and I don't know what it goes down to, but either way, fits in that class. Then Dave will come out tomorrow and attempt a record run. His record he's running on is 219 miles an hour. So try and get that out of the way, do a backup, and hey, we officially got 2 done. But long road to hoe on getting everything out of here. And dimensionally, like I've said in other videos, the engines are identical. They just have a different bore and stroke in them. So everything that we have just bolts up to the other one, hypothetically, because the engine has never been to our shop. John actually finished it up in the parking lot of the hotel the other night. So it's never been fired, nothing done like that. So we are going to get that in there. Hopefully everything bolts on, and then hey, we'll be at it tomorrow morning. Well, maybe tomorrow morning you'll see they'll still be working on it, but get it fired up, get it on the course tomorrow morning. So that's the end of the day today. All right, before we go on this video, I want to take a moment to talk about Chris Rashki from ARP, driving the Speed Demon 3 that lost his life. I mean, literally right out here yesterday. Just crazy. I've known him for years with ARP. They've always done well with taking care of us, or nuts and bolts and stuff. I mean, he got he was so proud of the black hat he got last year. Like was with him down in Orlando over the winter, and I mean, just he always reminded me that he's the 17th. Like there's only 17 of those black hats, which is the 400, like the 200 mile club, but the 400 mile version of that. And then Aiden and I spent 45 minutes with him Thursday over at Speed Demon 3, him going over the car, just telling us the changes, everything about it. I mean, he was so excited to run that car. He was actually going to go for, which I believe the pass he was on, he was going for his 300 mile, because literally he had his 200 mile hat, which is the red hat. He had his black hat, which is a 400 mile. Well, he never got the blue hat, which is a 300 mile an hour hat. So he wanted to earn that this week, and then obviously had the aspirations of the 500 hat, which doesn't exist. Like, rumor has it that George Petit had talked about it being a gold hat, but he'd made it to like 480. So nobody's hit that 500 mile mark here at Bonneville. And he said he didn't know if he wanted a white hat. Like, I mean, literally got it out of just bullshitting with him, and those were the goals. And I mean, it's a shame. I mean, I feel for his family. I feel for everybody. I mean, like, the whole ARP family. I mean, they were behind him 100% in the quest that was out here. And with George passing last year, I mean, Chris was the guy, like, kind of take over the reins of the Speed Demon program. And man, it was such a great car, I mean, that they had together. And I mean, just to hear them talk about the changes that were made for aero and drag coefficient and different stuff, like, I mean, like I said, Aiden and I were with them for half an hour, 45 minutes, like going over everything electronic wise. I mean, just everything with the car. And I mean, we weren't here yesterday when it happened. Like literally right before we left, they had an aborted run down here that, I mean, came off and everything. And then by the time we took off, they were back in the lanes to run. And I guess it happened shortly after we had left. And I mean, I speaking as a racer, knowing racers, I mean, there's certain things. I mean, sometimes, I mean, if it's your time, I mean, God knows your time. And I mean, if it's your time, it's your time. And I mean, if you go out doing what you love, I mean, there's never a good way to go. But I mean, that might be better than most. So just want to say once again, like, sucks. And makes you think about things twice. So prayers to his family, him and his family, ARP, and it would be tough for everybody to get through. I mean, he was irreplaceable, I believe, with ARP, with what he did. And I mean, what he did for everything. And I mean, what happens to the Speed Demon program from here? Like, I don't know. I hope in some form or fashion it continues, because I mean, it's just like pushing the boundaries of what's possible. And I mean, that's what racing's all about, like pushing the boundaries. And I mean, they were leaps and bounds or are leaps and bounds ahead of the rest of us with anything, like technology wise. So hope somehow it continues. And yeah.